JBNN will keep you informed. I'm Michelle Jones. Before we get into the news, please remember to like, subscribe, leave a comment, and to share the news with family and friends today. Now onto the news. Mother of cop killed. 6-year-old shot in Commodore Linstead. A 6-year-old boy was injured, and a woman fatally shot during an attack in Commodore Linstead, St. Catherine on Friday morning. The child is hospitalized in serious but stable condition. The police have withheld the name of the deceased, whom sources say is the mother of a policewoman. Head of the St. Catherine North Police, Acting Senior Superintendent Upton Nicholson, says the police are yet to determine a motive for the attack. He disclosed that 2 persons of interest, Glendon Amos, otherwise called Bull, and a man known as Six, are being sought. Today's incident marks the second killing of a woman in the area since May. Fatal gun attack in Low River, Trelawney. The Trelawney police are probing a gun attack in Low River on Wednesday night, which left 1 man dead and another injured. It is reported that at about 10:40 p.m., the men stopped at a corner shop to make a purchase. While walking back to their car, gunmen opened fire, hitting them. One of the men, who is believed to be in his 40s, died on the spot, while the other was taken to hospital where he was admitted. This is the 18th murder to be recorded in Trelawney for the year. Head of the Trelawney Police, Superintendent Winston Milton, said that this is a slight increase when compared to the corresponding period last year. This latest murder is 5 more than we were at this period in 2023. The gun has been involved in the majority of these murders. That fact is concerning to the police hierarchy, said Milton. Police and the school administrators locked in meeting after gun taken from 7-year-old. School administrators and the head of the St. Elizabeth Police Division were locked in a meeting on Friday morning as the probe continues into how a 7-year-old student gained possession of a submachine gun. The weapon was taken from the child at a school in the parish on Thursday. The police have not provided any further details on the issue. The Child Protection and Family Services Agency has since intervened. At the same time, Children's Advocate Dan Gordon Harrison is calling for the implementation of additional security and safety measures in primary schools.
There are some broader issues I think that need to be considered. For example, how much could have gone wrong had he discharged that weapon whilst at school? And so it leads to the bigger analysis of safety of children in school and perhaps measures now that we need to be instituting in our educational institutions at all levels. I know that some high schools have gone to great extent to deal with, weapon control and security and so on. But given the tender age of this youngster, 7 years old, it means that we need to be broadening those approaches because this is a wake-up call that any number could play at any time, and we don't want to be caught off guard.
Jamaican troops arrive in Haiti for a security mission. 20 soldiers and 4 police officers who left Jamaica on Thursday arrived in Haiti to join a UN-backed mission led by Kenya to fight powerful gangs. Jamaica is the second country to join the mission, which was approved by the UN Security Council in October 2023 and began when the first contingent of Kenyan police arrived in Haiti in late June. The members of the security forces were joined by 2 senior military officers from Belize. They were transported to Haiti on an aircraft owned by the U.S. Coast Guard. Earlier this week, Prime Minister Andrew Holness announced the imminent deployment and said the Jamaican contingent will be responsible for providing command, planning, and logistic support. They will work alongside Haiti's military and police to fight gangs that control 80% of the capital of Port-au-Prince. Convicted airport employee arrested attempting to flee country after failing to appear for sentencing on drug-related charges. Kemoli Hoyles, a 38-year-old airport employee from Patrick City, St. Andrew, was arrested at the Sangster International Airport on Thursday by members of the Firearms and Narcotics Investigation Division, FNID, while attempting to leave the country using an American passport. According to the police, Hoyles was previously charged with multiple drug-related offenses to include possession of cocaine, dealing in cocaine, attempting to export cocaine, trafficking cocaine, conspiracy to export cocaine, and possession of criminal property. These charges were in connection with the seizure of over $2 billion worth of cocaine at the Norman Manley International Airport on December 10, 2020. It was later found guilty of the charges on May 30, 2024, and scheduled to appear before the Kingston and the St. Andrew Parish Court for sentencing on Thursday. Hoyles, however, failed to appear in court for sentencing, resulting in a bench warrant being issued for his arrest. He was later arrested at the Sangster International Airport by ethnic investigators, attempting to flee the country with an American passport that had a different name than his airport employment records and the previous criminal charges. Oyes remains in police custody pending further investigation. The Firearms and the Narcotics Investigation Division will continue to work with its local, regional, and international partners as it seeks to focus its efforts on individuals and groups that pose the greatest threat to the Jamaican state, the Jamaica Constabulary Force said. Lottery scamming fueling used car marts boom and crime in Manchester, says Bunting. Opposition spokesperson on national security, Senator Peter Bunting, is questioning the proliferation of used car marts in Manchester amid concerns that money laundering and lottery scamming are factors in murders there. Bunting was speaking at a meeting held at the Christiana Moravian Primary and Infant School where Cuthbert Lambert, 27, was gunned down at the gate last Friday.
I ask people, why does Greater Mandeville, I use that term, everything from probably Williamsfield coming through to Spurtree, just let's call that Greater Mandeville. Why it have more car lot than anywhere in Jamaica? why does Greater Mandeville have more car lot? More every time you say a little piece of land clearing. You can guess it's a car lot 99% of the time. You're going to be right. Why is it that Greater Mandeville is the center for used car sales in Jamaica? I think we have more car lots than Kingston, and St. Andrew, St. Catherine, St. James, anywhere together. Why do you think that is? Well, I'm going to leave that one with you because I don't want to generalize, because sometimes when you generalize, you can paint legitimate business persons in the wrong light. So I never like to do anything that paints everybody, because you can have legitimate business people in a particular line of business, and they find themselves struggling to compete with the illegitimate ones, right? So you have to be careful how you paint everybody with the same brush. But in there, as I said, not everybody, because there are legitimate people in business long time and have good reputation, but a lot of money laundering is involved. A lot of money laundering is involved. Illicit funds, whether from scamming, drug dealing, whatever, is being laundered through many of these lots. And the police know it.
Mobile vendor faces jail time and fine if found guilty. The female vendor was secretly recorded while she urinated in a bottle in the back of a van near the Charles Gordon Market in St. James can be sentenced to prison if found guilty of the several charges laid against her. According to Chief Public Health Inspector for the parish of St. James, Shakira Lewis, the woman will find out the penalties later this month when she appears in court. She could face up to a $1 million fine or 12 months in prison, Lewis said. She was given an update on the case during a St. James Municipal Corporation meeting on Thursday. In light of recent happenings in the media, with regards to a market vendor from the Charles Gordon Market who went viral with a video showing insanitary activities for a food handler to practice, just to note that this person has been charged and will attend court at the end of this month, she said. The vendor was reportedly informed last week Wednesday of breaches of the food handling regulations of 1998 that she will be facing. There are 6 charges to include having no food handler's permit and also contaminating food items and the vehicle used to transport food, Lewis explained. The woman, it has been reported, had indicated during an initial meeting that she had done surgery on her knees and that may have been the reason for her actions in the area. However, Mayor of Montego Bay, Councillor Richard Vernon, during previous statements had said that the bathrooms in the market were working. The incident is said to have taken place on Fosdick Road in the area of the market. The woman has reportedly not been selling in the market for some time. SOE declared for Clarendon. A state of emergency SOE has been declared for the entire parish of Clarendon. According to a press release on Friday, the security measure was sought due to a surge in organized gun violence amid an ongoing feud between rival gangs in the central Jamaica parish. It is expected that the SOE will build on operations conducted in August following the deadly mass shooting in Cherry Tree Lane and the subsequent charge of 2 individuals who were allegedly involved in the incident. The national security situation in Clarendon has reached a point where further decisive and urgent action is necessary. The initial August declaration was an operational success. However, new intelligence assessments have shown that an additional response is required. We will not allow criminals to dictate the terms of life and security in any parish. With the full force of the law, the government will protect the lives of the residents of Clarendon and bring security to their communities, Prime Minister Andrew Holness said. Deputy Prime Minister and the Minister of National Security, Dr. Horace Chang, also emphasized the importance of citizen involvement in the war on gangs. I urge every citizen to share any information and fully cooperate with the security forces. Together, we will defeat the gangs and make Clarendon and Jamaica a safer place, he said. The SOE will provide the security forces with an enabling environment to further address organized violence in Clarendon, ensuring swift and targeted operations to disrupt, degrade, and dismantle their operations, the press release stated. JBN, we keep you informed. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, leave us a comment, and click the notification bell to receive our daily news items.